What's going on, guys? This is Tonii and Culture from .jpegs, and this is episode 5 of the Jpeg Journal. We live in Discord, so you don't have to, and if you're not addicted to making it, show's not for you. Just shut it off right now. Go on with the rest of your day. So we wanted to talk about Muri's reveal today.
Yeah, speaking of never going to make it.
Yeah.
Me and Tony decided to take an exit on Muri pre-reveal and secure some profits. He's been treating me differently ever since that happened. He's salty that
we sold pre-reveal at 0.65 and it pumped to 1.8.
Emotional damage.
No, but actually we are very upset. But we went with the best, safest route.
We did,
which is selling pre-reveal. That is the most. That's where you get your most profit. The highest margins are selling pre-reveal pump. I don't know why it didn't have a crazy pre-reveal pump though.
I don't know either.
Right
I think people were just kind of scared about it. They were unsure about where the project was going to go. I don't think a lot of people trusted Asa.
Yeah, that is true. But listen, I'm a gambling man. I have a gambling addiction. That's why I'm into NFTs, not the casino. I just think that going for the rares is just the wave, dude. It's so much more fun.
Yeah, if you have a couple, but
I'm the money for it. If you got the money for it. If you got the money for it.
You and I were both not liquid. Okay, so we needed liquid.
I was drier than the Sahara,
and we were securing profits. That's all. We were selling into strength. It was selling into strength.
I wasn't really selling into strength.
How was I not selling into strength?
We caught
almost tops.
Yeah,
pre-reveal.
Listen, it 3x'd after reveal. My point is that.
Oh God, never gonna let this one go, huh?
No, my point is that I did say, and you can watch the last episode. I feel like projects lately have been pumping post-reveal. I don't know why, but that's how it seems lately.
On what basis?
On what basis,
dude? Every time.
No,
that
was the old meta.
Out,
that was the old meta.
It's not the old meta.
That was the old meta. I really do think it is. That was the old meta.
I don't know. All right. Well, we'll have to see in the future projects. But we secured profits. We ended up pulling rarity 2050 after reveal. Of course, we had already sold at that point. Yeah. We're shooting ourselves in the feet by going back to look at what we pulled. But you always have to. You got to go in that activity tab and just see what you got.
How do you not?
I know, right? You just I personally can't. I personally
look at the money you lost out on.
Right. So we pulled 2050. Took a small L, but we did secure the profits.
Could have sold that for 3 ETH.
And we actually, the traits, let's talk about the traits on it. So we pulled the cigarette and the bubble gum with
the mouth.
Yeah, on the mouth. Yeah, so it was kind of like a messed up trait. And then just the sword floating in the background. Now, the NFT community did not like this Muri art. There was a lot of mess ups with it.
Yep.
It looks like there wasn't a lot of detail put into it. And the actual quality of the image, the brightness, it's super dark.
So dark, you can't see anything.
So it's like, I don't know.
I personally didn't really like the sneak peeks, honestly. I thought they were kind of cool, but it's like I didn't think that they were. They didn't blow me away.
Yeah,
they didn't really blow me away. So that's why I was kind of nervous. That's honestly why I was down to sell pre-reveal, was because I thought the art was going to come out and it was going to suck and the floor was going to drop. The art came out and it sucked and the floor pumped. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But so basically, what Asa is doing is he submitted a Google form. And all the members of Muri will go into that form and submit if their traits are messed up.
Really?
Now, we don't have much information on what he's actually going to do with that. But, they are reporting the messed up pieces. So who knows? I don't see him going back to...
He's not going to give them money back, but what...
Well, no. I'm saying, why else would he want to know which pieces are screwed up? I understand if he, in order to know, but, why would he release a form to his community if he wasn't planning to go and fix the traits?
Maybe he's going to give them half a mint price or something like that.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Or maybe a free airdrop or something, another piece.
Yeah, I just think that's crazy because he's a good dude and he's going to help. He's going to try to help the community out because he also has future projects coming in. You know what I mean? So the future projects that are like Niwa.
Yeah.
I feel like the Haus modules. Oh, all right. We also didn't mention the Haus modules pumped like crazy too.
And the Haus pets.
Yeah, the Haus pets too, which was one of the free airdrops you got if you had a Haus module.
So Muri went to 1.8, and we pulled a 2K, so we could have sold that for like 3.
3 probably.
Haus went to
Like 1.5.
1.5 from 0.7
Yeah,
or so.
it was 0.6, 0.5.
And then Haus pets was 0.09, and it went to 0.25,
0.25,
0.3,
yeah.
something like that. So if you caught all those pumps, congrats. We did take an exit on.
You'll never catch the top.
Yeah,
never catch
it is very hard to catch tops. So I mean, we caught the tops on pre-reveal of Muri. Obviously, not after reveal because it pumped a lot. We exited in our Haus pet. That was just a free airdrop, so that was a free 2.25 there. And we didn't get a chance to exit on Haus. We're going to kind of wait and see what happens with Niwa.
Yeah, because I feel like since Niwa is very sought after, I'm sorry, since Muri did so well, and the thing is, it pumped, but it didn't pump for very long. It was that day, and then after that, like you look at the floor now, it's like 0.5. Like the floor is just it's completely.
Yeah, I saw like a spreadsheet tweet, and he was like showing the volume, and it was just literally like a chart of just like straight up from the pump, and then just like straight down on Muri.
Yeah,
like this volume died on it.
Yeah,
completely.
it's completely dead. Which we understand because, like I said, that's why I didn't understand why it pumped in the first place. Was because the shit came out, and then everybody was tweeting, "Oh my God, the art's so dark. Oh my God, the pieces are so messed up. My guy's got a sword and he's just holding it." Or remember the one there, he was holding the gun.
Yeah.
And his finger's not even like holding the gun. His hand's just like this, and the gun's in his hand. Like, I don't understand how they were able to mess that up.
I'm not sure either.
I know they don't look at every single piece and it goes into a randomizer, but you'd think like each trait would be kind of tweaked at least a little bit.
Yeah, even if the traits were good, like we said, the lighting in the
It's too dark.
is just way too dark.
Can't see anything.
Way too dark. So we'll pop that up for you guys. Our piece as well as the other piece where the figure's hand isn't even on the gun in the actual PFP. So I don't know what to say really about Muri, about Niwa, going forward.
Yeah, so we're hoping that Haus can give us a nice little pump again going towards Niwa, because leading up to Muri's release, Haus modules were pumping like crazy. They were at like 1.4 for solid weeks and weeks on end. So I do see them possibly going up again because people are really like, oh, well, Niwa could be an easy quick flip. So
maybe we'll hold on to it until Niwa, but
hold on to Niwa.
Niwa is like another copy project of that art.
Yeah, but I think they're that what's it called, Garden Seed or something like that.
Yeah,
I think that
like
they're
that.
affiliated or something. But there's this project.
Yeah, because you were saying that they did follow each other, right?
Like they do follow each other. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that trend has been going around. I was talking to a few members in the Discord, and they were saying that trend of that art is going around, which I have seen here and there on Twitter. So
yeah.
It has that like cause vibe to it where it's like kind of like action figure-y and like, so I do like that art, but if he's just going to keep coming out with copy projects, like, I mean, we're going to exit on the module.
Yeah, I agree. And I like I said, if the module hit 1.4 today, we're exiting. We're doubling. We got in for 0.7. We're doubling our money, calling it a day, because I'm not trying to ride it just on the fact that Niwa might do well. Just because.
That's why I wish we caught that pump, but what are you going to do?
I know, we missed it. That's all right. We need to be.
We'll see what happens. Maybe Niwa will end up being a good project, and we'll end up minting. Who knows? So.
Yeah, it still is the mint pass to mint Niwa, so it could end up being good. Who knows? But one project that got shilled this week was Trippy Toadz, right?
Yeah, Trippy Toadz. So that project is just, to me, it was just another pixelated frog project. Yeah. It was some of the same devs as the producers of the Netflix series. It was basically a documentary about psychedelics.
Have a good trip, right?
Have a good trip, right.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it had some big names in it. There was Ben Stiller and A$AP Rocky in the actual film.
Yeah.
Now, however, it is the same team on the NFT project. Trippy Toadz, basically what it is, like I said, these pixelated frogs. And the roadmap is just going to look something like, IRL events, and some other things as well.
They're just trying to like push this whole psychedelics, type thing going on, and so I respect it, but I think that it's
they want to plan to bring passion to the psychedelic community with IRL events and merchandise. I mean, I don't see anything crazy special here.
Yeah. They're
However,
collabed with Chain Runners and Cool Cats. I mean, this doesn't mean that they're not going to do well. but they did get shilled by FaZe Banks.
They did, and they pumped
we'll pump that
yesterday.
up.
So the mint was 0.069. It was a 3x max mint. So it was a max mint of 3 pieces, and there were 6,969 pieces. And it was sitting even below mint price
For a little
so
bit,
it was a 0.069 mint price. From there, it went to around 0.08, just like 0.02 over floor, and then it actually dumps to even lower than mint price, around like 0.03, 0.04.
Yeah, I saw it very, very low for a little while.
FaZe Bank shilled it, and of course, as we know, guys,
go.
pumped to 0.19.
There you go. There you go.
I mean, honestly, like I said, I don't see anything crazy special with this project. We'll see. You always have to like see where the roadmap goes. It does say something that, you know, there was these big, you know, actresses and A$AP Rocky, an artist,
Yep.
on the documentary. You know, who knows if they'll ever be able to collaborate with those kinds of people in the NFT project. But it does say something.
Yeah.
However, they are, you know, how they are the same devs. They're from LA. They're in the, you know, film scene, things like that, and in producing scenes. So who knows what they can pull off. We'll have to see where it goes.
Yeah, it would be cool because one tweet I did see recently, it was like, you know, it's easy for rich people and celebrities to, you know, buy a CryptoPunk or buy a Bored Ape Yacht Club. But it'd be really cool to see some celebrities join in on some non-blue chip NFTs just to you know, pump the name. Not to pump their own bags, but I'm saying like it'd be cool for them to maybe actually learn some stuff and do some analysis about the actual NFT space and be like, oh, I actually do like this project, not just because it's Bored Ape Yacht Club and the biggest one.
Yeah, I mean, I'd agree with that as long as they're not just doing it to pump their own bags. You know,
yeah, of course.
that project developer could go to the celebrity and
Yep.
say, hey, I'll give you 5 pieces in exchange for like an Instagram story, and like the floor would just pump. They would hold 5 pieces. They could just dump them and not even be interested in it at all. You know, like every pump we've ever seen,
Yep.
paid promotion. You know, so. You know, I agree. I think it'd be cool for these people to start to get involved in their own projects, and it's happening. Like, you know, like Steve Aoki, he's done his own project, and people like that. So we'll just see what other celebrities and artists and
Yeah, well, there's gonna be a lot of celebrities and artists at VCon.
yeah,
That's
right.
popping off. That's gonna be in Minnesota. Actually, I feel like that's a weird place for it to be in.
Yeah, I'm not sure why, honestly, but
The tickets are up for sale right now, and they're
3 ETH,
they're
right?
expensive. Yeah, they're like 3 ETH. They're like around 2 now, but it's May 19th to May 22nd, and it's gonna be in Minnesota. There's gonna be Logan Paul's gonna be there, Snoop Dogg, FaZe, obviously FaZe Banks will be there. There's gonna be a lot of big names there, and I think that it'll be a great place for Gary Vee to really. Obviously, we all see his stuff on podcasts or his tweets, stuff like that, but it would be really cool to see him in live action at like a seminar. Like, imagine that.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
maybe he'll make an appearance at NFT Con San Diego.
Yeah,
we'll have to see.
yeah. We are going to NFT San Diego.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. But I doubt he's gonna go.
Yeah, that would be hype if he did go. But yeah, I mean,
gonna
it'll be a great experience for all of the those of you who do have tickets. Anyone out there? They're sitting at about 3 ETH right now, and that'll get you into the event. I'm sure you'll be able to do a lot of networking, making connections while you're there.
That NFT will just go up in value.
Yeah, because it's gonna be like, you know, like he
like a
talks about,
collectible.
like collectible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
just
literally
a ticket
collectible.
within itself. So
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. I can't even imagine like if I was able to snag one. I'm not liquid enough right now, but if I was able to snag one, that would be crazy.
I know. I mean, who knows where they'll go in the future? So
Yeah, that would
but
be
they're sitting at 3 now. You know, we'll see if they start to dump after the NFT con happens. You know the date on it?
NFT Con?
Yeah. Well, the one in Minnesota.
The one in
VCon.
Minnesota? Yeah.
VCon, excuse me.
May 19th to May 22nd. It's a 3-day thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah. So I mean, you
weird
know,
place though, Minnesota. Like,
yeah. I don't know.
who's gonna go there?
Maybe it was just like a big facility. You know,
Yeah, it's probably massive.
they need a massive
They
facility.
need a big
for,
spot.
for
They
all
need
the
a big
people that are
spot.
in attendance. So.
Another project that went from less than 0.05 floor to over 0.2 was Goop Dudes.
Yeah, Goop Dudes went crazy. So
Yeah.
we made a TikTok on this just to show you guys some of the calls and .jpegs. But you know, it was a pretty interesting project. I like the art; it was very different.
Yeah.
Now they were having issues with their mint originally. It didn't end up selling out right away. Verbal actually shouted this out for us. Now it was like a 0.06 mint, 0.055 mint. And like I said, didn't end up selling out right away. Actually ended up dropping below 4 to 0.01 at some points.
Yeah.
It was a max mint of 10. So you could have gotten it on the mint at 10.
Yeah.
You know, it would have cost you, you know, around 0.5 if you minted 10 of those.
Yeah.
So, from there it went to 0.2 and just randomly shot up out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
it actually 30x'd in 12 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was insane. I never seen it like that. And I had looked at it too, and I was like, I remember this being a call, and I'm like, damn, the floor's 0.01.
Yeah, I know.
Yikes.
I know. We should have gotten in on it. I completely faded it,
And
honestly.
I faded, yeah, because the thing is that looking back, you can always be like, oh my god, dude, like why didn't I scoop a couple?
Yeah.
But then while it's going down,
in the
you're
moment,
like,
you're like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna pick one of these.
yeah,
up.
in the moment it's going down, you're like, yeah, it's a rug.
Yeah.
Like it's like you're not gonna make any money buying that.
It's very hard. It's very hard to trade as well with like us focusing on the content too. I think you'd agree. Like
yeah,
us trying to focus on the content and meet a lot of people and things like that. We got a lot of stuff going on. The editing, the thumbnails, a lot of different things. So
Yeah. It's like then you look back and you're like, oh, I missed 3 calls.
Yeah,
'cause I've
right.
been doing all this shit.
yeah, but I mean, we'll get to a point where we can balance it all. Definitely. I mean, we're balancing it, but we just end up missing some of the calls. So
Yeah. Speaking of rugs, we got a couple
yeah, it's not good.
ruggy Ruggardsons, but this is the one time that the government actually I felt like they had my back on this one.
This was a legendary moment.
They
for the rest of
actually.
these
So
days.
first, let's talk about Skyline. So Skyline was actually a project that we had talked about prior on a prior episode. I got whitelist.
yeah,
I
completely
was super hyped.
completely disregard anything we said about
Yeah,
Skyline. in the past.
Well, it's NFA DYOR, but yeah, 100%. Don't believe anything we said about the.
Yeah,
But I got whitelist. Super hyped about it. Loved it. Played an earn game. Looking for a quick flip.
Oh, yeah,
And
that was when you
then-
called me at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
Mike,
And
I got
then the other day, I'm in the Discord and it's blowing up. I'm like, what's going on? So I go to the announcements. The first real reason why I saw it was because their Twitter posted and goes, our Discord was hacked by a fellow team member. And now that fellow team member was Bran, who was one of the main people on the on the site, and I'm sorry, on the team. He was like the right hand man. The main guy is Alex. We talked about this before, but he used to be in Airbnbs allegedly, and he was in DeFi and everything. And then he's a Neo Tokyo holder, which I do believe is confirmed that he is from Neo Tokyo because the people from Neo Tokyo are roasting the shit out of him. And so the guy Bran goes into the Discord and he goes, Clark is one of the other guys. So it's Alex is the main dev, and then Clark and Bran are the two like right and left hand men. But he goes, Clark and I have been looking into Alex and the project for some time now. We've been suspicious of how he runs everything. Then we got an anonymous tip about Star Scraper game and looked further into it. We gave Alex a chance to explain himself privately. He lied to us by telling us that he bought the intellectual property. So pretty much Star Scraper game. So they wanted to make a thing called Skylines, and it was going to be like a tiny tower type vibe where you were going to be able to, do play to earn. You were going to build stuff. Everyone was builders, all that kind of stuff. Contractors, owners, all that kind of stuff. And Star Scraper game, like literally the art and the gameplay is like
The exact same.
Not the exact same. Like he literally just took the videos from their shit.
No way.
Like this is a game that launched in June of 2021. And he
Oh my
literally
God,
just
bro.
took their videos, took their art, and was just trying to post it as his own shit. And so he said, we gave Alex a chance to explain himself privately. He lied to us and said that he bought the intellectual property and the devs are on the team, which is not true. So he's pretty much trying to say, oh, yeah, that game launched a long time ago, but I bought the intellectual property, and all those devs from that game, they're on the team here. And the guy Clark and Bran were like, bro, no, they're not. They're not on the team. So they said, I contacted the devs directly and found out that Alex was lying. Alex equals liar equals rug. Just because he was a Neo Tokyo citizen, we gave him our trust. Then more and more people did too. Which I think that is crazy that he was even like. Why even try to do that?
I don't know. He just ruined his reputation completely. Like obviously, someone could, rug a project and not advertise their pieces, but now, we have something to track him.
Exactly.
we know his piece, and, we can figure out more around his wallet, what he's doing, things like that. Obviously, you can make an alt, but...
Yeah, the Neo Tokyo community is pissed, though.
Yeah.
They're pissed.
I bet.
Because it's just a bad stain on them. And personally, do I like the Neo Tokyo community? No, but I like them. They're very well reputable. They're a great project and everything. This guy solely is tarnishing their entire image, and he is trying to promote on Twitter that the shit's not even going on. He's like, oh, new Discord links getting dropped tomorrow. And then he turns replies off on his tweets.
In Gen Chat, he's like, guys, are you gonna mint? The mint is tonight.
They're all making fun of him.
Yeah.
I
can't believe he didn't shut it down yet. The Discord.
No, they shut the Twitter account down. I just went to go look at it. The Twitter account's completely down, and they're like, he literally tweeted a mint link. What I don't understand is there's dudes getting. Well, we'll talk about Embers right now, but there's dudes getting arrested for rugs.
Yeah.
That's what we're about to talk about. Is dudes getting arrested for rugs.
Well,
so you'd think that this guy Alex would maybe see that like, oh, all right, I'm caught. Let me call it, and let
he's
me
still
get out.
going to go through with it. It's crazy.
He posted a mint link. Oh, 0.08 mint. The mint is live. Trying to scrape any amount of money that you could possibly get. What the hell is the matter with you? Dude, are you down that bad?
Yeah, so I mean, let's go from here to talking about the IRS investigating blockchain transactions and, not only crypto but NFTs themselves. So, definitely some ruggers that got exposed here and arrested. So this is
they're
great.
shaking in their boots now. All the ruggers.
This is exactly. This is great for the NFT community.
At Ty Lopez, go ahead.
So Ethan Van Nijwen and Andre Marcus, they are two devs of Frosties. Now, Frosties was a project a couple months ago. Looked like ice cream. They had some plans for the metaverse, IRL events, merchandise.
We're gonna take on the metaverse.
Yeah, as we always hear. So ended up rugging completely. And they actually went on to create the project EMBERS. Now, EMBERS we saw recently, just got exposed that they are the devs of that as well. So the IRS, they came out with an article describing that they're looking into all these blockchain transactions. And you can't just open a business like you would in real society and take money from investors and then completely shut down and leave and take the money. Yeah. Obviously, it's completely a legal thing to do. So what they did actually is completely arrest them and come out with an article and basically to scare all these other scammers, which if you're out there, scammers, I think that you should be shaking in your boots because they are obviously looking into this. And I don't think that we thought in the past they really understood a lot of the stuff, like blockchain transactions, tracking and all that. These guys did even do a cash tornado, which as for those of you who don't know what that is out there, essentially, they take in the funds, they send it to a bunch of different wallets, and there's a program to do it. And this would be for scammers so that their wallets can't get tracked. The IRS was able to get through this and still find where the money was going. So for you scammers out there, definitely should be scared for sure.
Find a new cash tornado program.
Yeah. Find a new scamming technique, I guess, or maybe get a fucking real job.
Yeah, you can do that, or join a pyramid scheme.
But yeah, I mean, it was a great thing that happened in the NFT space.
Yeah, big W for everyone in NFTs because
definitely.
Now that's why you think the guy in Skylines would be like, all right, let me call it. They know my name.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And he literally I can't even believe he put the mint link up.
That's crazy. It's crazy. He's asking to get arrested. Because I'm telling you, if he takes any money like these, the IRS is
getting committed. They're getting charged with wire fraud, and they're possibly maximum sentence of 20 years in prison.
It's nuts.
I can't even believe that. That's why this is a huge W because everybody now is gonna be like, all right, let's not rug because we gotta be careful. And that's why it's gonna help. It's gonna make the NFT space so much more reputable because right now, people can come in and be like, oh, I'm doing all these things, and then it's a complete scam. Now, more doxing is going to become, this is like I said before, doxing has become more common, and the NFT space is going to become more wholesome and more reputable.
Yeah, I just don't know how they're going to track all those scams. Think about how many scams and rugs there are on ETH, and then think about all the other blockchains with Solana. Are they experiencing?
They're going to go with the heavy hitters, the dudes that are running, because they got those people got away with $1.1 million. From Frosties.
Yeah.
Who knows what they could have gotten from EMBERS? Because EMBERS had hundreds of thousands of people in their Discord. It
was definitely more hyped.
That was way more. I didn't even know about Frosties.
I didn't know about Frosties.
I never even heard about Frosties. Yeah. But EMBERS was popping, and they were ready to go for round 2.
Yeah, so the IRS special agent, Thomas Federuso, actually came out, in the article and explained, quote, NFTs represent a new era for financial investments, but the same rules apply to an investment in the NFT or real estate development. You can't solicit funds for a business opportunity, abandon that business, and abscond with money investors provided you. Our team here at IRS and our partners HSI closely track cryptocurrency transactions in an effort to uncover alleged schemes like this one. As I said before, Anthony Van Nijwen, Andre Marcus are each charged with 1 count to commit wire fraud in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1349, which carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit money laundering in violation of 18 U.S.C. in 1956, which carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison. So, guys, I think you guys should be scared of Thomas Federuso for sure.
Yeah, that's my guy right there.
He's no joke. He's no joke. He is going to crack down on you motherfuckers.
Dude, that's my guy right there.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I mean, I'm happy about it. Like I said, it's good for the space. Hopefully we can end up trusting devs more with government officials looking into this stuff.
People are going to be nervous. People are going to be scared.
Yeah.
For sure. So Xcopy dropped, big artist there. He dropped a Nifty Gateway, another Nifty Gateway drop, which we got into POC on the Merge drop. Merge isn't doing that well, but 26K collection, and it's still above mint price, so can't complain.
Yep.
But so Max dropped. It was Pain and Friends, and it was It minted. It was for 10 minutes straight, unlimited amount of mints, unlimited amount of mints per wallet, however many you wanted to do. It was $3,000 a piece, and you can mint as many as you want. I know FaZe Banks dropped 90K.
Yeah.
On this, and
that's crazy, man.
He's got big ones for that.
So the thing that I think of it that it's impressive with it is that there's a 7.5K supply, 7.5K supply at $3,000 each. Xcopy made $22 million.
It's crazy
in one day.
It's crazy.
It's nuts. I mean, it just goes to show you, like, these artists are here to stay. I think, if they're being able to release projects like this and sell that much, And it's not only an NFT, it's really like crypto art. You could have bought it with fiat. It is connected to the blockchain. However, I think these things in the future will be collectibles. So
yeah, it's crazy. I mean, being able to buy it with fiat just makes it huge. That's why, look, we've said this before in past episodes. Nifty Gateway is kind of like doing what Coinbase wants to do. They want to make it so that way you can buy NFTs by big name artists with fiat, which is amazing. It's perfect for the space.
Yeah, and I don't think that Nifty Gateway will go away. Once Coinbase comes, they might have a little competition. But you got guys like Xcopy, Beeple. There's plenty of
they have a
artists,
lot of big artists. Yeah, that
dropping on Nifty Gateway.
Yeah.
So
and they're making money.
Yeah. So when it released, it was 3,000. Which is right about an ETH.
That's right around an ETH, yeah.
So right around an ETH, and now the floor is up to about 1.7.
It's 1.9 right now.
1.9, okay.
1.9.
Wow. Yeah, so it was just sitting around mint price, correct? After
yeah, it was like around 1 to 1.3. It actually dropped to like 0.9 for a little bit, but then it got scooped up. And I was very surprised because I had talked about in my TikTok that it was a little bit of a risk short term, just because people didn't really think it was going to do that well short term, because there was going to be a lot of people
limited supply.
Yeah, I mean, the supplies. So 7,500 got minted. So I mean, it isn't like with POC. POC, there was the difference with POC was it was over 3 days, and the price went up by $25 every 6 hours or 4 hours, something like that, and that ended up minting 26,000 or 27,000 of them. So that's a big one. But for that project to hold mint price, because it's at like 0.18, it's been around 0.2 for like a long time, which is like right around mint price, which it was $400 to get one. For that to have a 26K collection and still hold its mint price, there's no way this isn't going to do well.
Well, I think the biggest thing, the greatest part they did about the mint is not only obviously it's Xcopy. I think it would do well either way long term. Yep. But the greatest thing about it is that they did it 10 minutes. You know, with Pocket was what, like 72 hours or 48 hours, something like that, or maybe it was
no, it was 72 hours. It was
72
3
hours.
days.
Okay, yeah. So
3 days straight. You got plenty of that's your.
you have
you're
plenty
gonna
of time
rack
to
up
mint.
a
You
lot.
know, with a 10-minute mint, you're looking at people who are at work, things like that, that might not be able to get on the computer, and so you know, because of that, only 7,000 were minted. So I think that's right where it should be. You know, I don't like a high supply, even if it is a good artist. You know, I think the supply keeps it exclusive and keeps those pieces valuable.
Yeah, I remember because Impose tweeted, he was like, in quotes, he was like, with a laughing face, he was like, "There's no way a 7K collection can hold mint price," and the screenshot was of Merge at 26K, 26K holding mint price.
And it's never gone. I don't think it's gone below mint yet.
No,
on
it
Merge.
hasn't. It
Yeah.
hasn't. It's not profitable for the big masses. So Merge was that project, and you bought it. And if you bought one, you got a single mass. And then if you bought two, they merged and it became one big mass that's worth two. So a lot of people bought hundreds.
Yeah.
Hundreds, because it wasn't cheap. $400 wasn't cheap for retail, but for big name people, $400, they'll dump 40K into that and get 1,000.
Right. I'm glad that we only each scooped one, because that was the wave. Like if you just hold on to one for a while, I think that's going to be the play with that.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of singles left, and but like I said, it's not profitable right now for the big masses. The big masses are not selling for a lot. The lower end masses, like the ones and the twos, those are the ones that are selling for profit. But it's a small profit, so we're
Speaking of whales scooping a bunch, do you see that wallet this week with the
did.
doodles?
I did see about doodles.
Yeah, so
That's
tell us a
crazy.
little bit about that.
Yeah, so one single wallet, and I saw two different rumors, but you see it on Twitter, you don't know what's real. But one wallet swept 20 doodles, and the average price was right around 14 ETH. So, 20 times 14, that's 280 ETH someone just spent.
That's insane.
Straight on doodles.
Got a big whale there.
That's a lot of money. So there was a rumor that I did hear, not confirmed, that Disney was sweeping these doodles, possibly to do some sort of collab or some sort of maybe like using the doodles as like a face as a part of their park, something like that, anything like that. Then I did see another rumor that it was Pranksy. Now, I don't know if Pranksy would do that, like he would sweep 20 doodles. Like, I feel like it's not really buying tops, but it's kind of buying tops, low-key. Like,
yeah, like...
Yeah, like he wouldn't. I don't think he would.
he's got more ETH than...
Remember when doodles was like point something? Remember that?
Yeah. It's crazy, man. I wish we got involved just a little bit earlier than we did, and we would have missed it.
It was
we
like
would have
0.3. I remember looking at it, like, I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, but we'll see. Where it goes in the future. Who knows? It could end up just growing in floor price, just like
the
CryptoPunks, just like Bored Ape.
It's weird right now because right now we are bearish, but the blue chips are pumping like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Bored Ape Yacht Club's been over 100. Mutant Ape Yacht Club's been over 22, and then you got Azuki.
Azuki, yeah,
went nuts. Azuki was like around 11, 12 for a long time. Now it's at 17, 18. It's at last night it was at 17.8. I don't know what it is right now. Let me see. Hold on one second. 18.17.
Wow.
It's pumping, dude.
So it pumped even past 17.
12,000 ETH in the last 7 days.
I'd love to like see like how many are listed and things like that, like on there, and see like the holder to the holder ratio on there.
They probably have a ton of people holding.
Probably, yeah.
A ton of people. Actually, Otter tweeted the other day.
I saw you. Yeah, they're so nice.
He's got 12.
I know.
He's got 12.
Crazy. They look great. I wish.
And they're sick too.
Yeah.
They're sick too.
They are.
They're sick. Yeah, but I know a lot of people that have sold now. But Otter was like, he's like, bro, it's gonna be 40 ETH in the summer.
Yeah.
And,
well,
and that's
you just
not,
gotta
that's not ballsy to say.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. You got to give some time for more people to come into the space, and like let's say like they got listed on Coinbase too. Like we've talked about in the past, like people will be more comfortable spending fiat on that that are new. I'm saying, on a piece like that. than crypto if they're brand new. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. You know, I don't think it's ballsy to say that, honestly. I think that it could go there easily.
Another one that was pumping like crazy was Vapediverse.
Yes.
Vapediverse. That was a 0.3 mint.
Dude, when we first got in there, like, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be nuts. Because the server is just one of those servers, like an imaginary ones.
Massive. Like
an Invisible Friends. It's just like one of those mainstream hype NFT projects. So it's obviously ran by Bape, and it pumped like crazy. So it came out, 2 days ago now?
Yeah, so it came out either 2 or 3 days ago, and it immediately the floor was like, it came out on the 22nd, so that was 4 days ago. Immediately after it released, the floor was like 0.7, 0.8, which mint price was 0.3, perfect, nice 2x. Then after a little while, it kept going up, and I'm like, damn, bro, like, it's gonna go over an ETH?
Yeah.
Kept going up. Dude's at 2.2 right now.
That's nuts.
I was pissed.
Man. I know. They look pretty cool too.
They are cool. I mean, it hasn't revealed yet, so we'll see what happens.
No, but I'm saying like the sneak peeks of them do look really cool. So we'll see how they do after reveal. I'm not sure when reveal
is.
It's only
409 listed.
No way.
10,000 collection.
That's crazy.
409 listed right now.
I feel like that's probably gonna be a good project to hold, just because like they're already established. Like who knows what they'll do for like IRL events and things like that. Like Vape's a big brand. This is a
pre-reveal pump.
Yeah.
This is a pre-reveal pump. So we'll see what happens when we'll see if my idea of what the new meta is for reveals, if it's going to pump even more when the art comes out, or if it's Mike with the boomer version of.
I mean, what sense does it make that when the rarities come out and you have the last rarity, why would it not be worth more than the overinflated price of the floor because of supply shock from people wanting to hold?
I understand, but what I'm saying is when the art comes out and it's good, and there's future plans, maybe they'll go listen.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's not possible, but I don't think it's going to be like a normal new thing for that to happen. Personally, in my opinion.
All right, that's fine. That's fair.
You guys let us know what you think down in the comments.
Yeah, let us know.
I think we pretty much wrapped up everything today. Again, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, there is still time from the merge from 4TC to .jpegs. Hit the link in the bio, join that, open up a ticket, and we'll take care of you from there. Use code JOURNAL, and that's pretty much it for today.
Yeah, April 1st is coming up. Make sure you use code JOURNAL.
Yep. April 1st, membership starts. So hit us up in the DMs or on Discord, Twitter. If you have any questions and anything like that, we'll walk you through the process.
Yeah, hit us up on TikTok too. We got a we got a good one on there. We got some good feedback on that one.
Danny, pop that TikTok up before we go. We do want them to see that before they go. I think everyone in the audience will find a good chuckle out of that. So, all right, that guys, I think we're out. That's pretty much it.
All right, peace.
My daddy's got a BMW. Well, my daddy drives a Mercedes.
My father drives an Aston Martin. My papa drives a Rolls Royce. My dad drives a Ram 1500.